this episode of Off The Script Extra. Seth Rollins injured again. Will he be missing Wrestlemania 33, the latest on Seth Rollins' knee injury following the attack on Monday Night Raw from Samoa Joe? Let's talk about it.
Fill your glasses up and put your headphones in, because it's time for Off The Script. And all you fucking goons and assholes, get in line and hit subscribe, because it's time for Off The Script. Hit the like button and share it around. You can even pull your fucking pants down, because it's time for Off The Script with JD from New York 206, because it's time for Off The Script, because it's time for Off The Script.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not a good report, man. At least I don't think so. Seth Rollins re-aggravated that knee that was surgically repaired last year after that incident with Kane in Dublin, Ireland on Monday Night Raw in that brutal attack by Samoa Joe as Joe made his main roster debut, re-aggravated his ACL, MCL, and meniscus, and now is in Birmingham, Alabama awaiting tests to see how severe it is, man. This is really bad news, bro. I was actually at work this morning, and my Twitter was going absolutely fucking crazy. JD, did you hear about the news? Did you hear about Seth Rollins? I look, and at first, I thought this was a huge fucking troll job by WWE. They showed video on WWE.com on their Twitter of Seth Rollins walking out of Monday Night Raw's arena, and they showed him on crutches as he got into a limousine and they drove him away. Next thing you know, people are telling me that it might be a work. Then I hear Ryan Satin and NoDQ.com, and then PW Insider is reporting that this is all legit. Ryan Satin actually said that he wanted to wait until more news was leaked, and he had this information following Monday's show. It's Wednesday. So by that alone, we could probably all go on that this is not a work. My honest opinion about all of this right now, and I'm going to lay it out there for you guys today on Off The Script Extra. What I do think is happening is I am hoping for the best. I'm under the assumption with very, very credible sources that, have been reporting this. PW Insider, Mike Johnson. You got Meltzer who said something today. Ryan Satin. This might be bad. I am holding out hope for this. I am holding out hope for WWE realizing that they made a major mistake not building upon this storyline sooner. How are you going to get all the fans invested in this storyline with 7 months of Triple H being absent after he awarded the Universal Championship to Kevin Owens following Finn Balor's injury in that fatal four-way on Monday Night Raw by attacking Roman Reigns, by attacking Seth Rollins? What was the motive behind that? Triple H gave his answer. Triple H also hid behind his destroyer. How do you make all of this legit? How do you legitimize this storyline going into WrestleMania? How do you build upon 7 months of Triple H being absent? You bring in Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is, besides a Goldberg, besides a Lesnar, the most believable athlete in WWE. What Joe did is what Joe was doing all during his tenure in NXT. He did it to Balor, he did it to Zayn, he did it to Nakamura. Joe is legit. Joe is tough. Joe doesn't fuck around. They are going to build his character the same way they did it in NXT. This man is fucking legit. Okay? And my cat even believes so. But how do you add heat onto a 7-month-long feud that went nowhere, and now all of a sudden you want to go right back into it Wrestlemania season? You troll the shit out of the WWE fans. I am hoping that WWE is going to lengths they never have gone before. And I mean really adding on the sympathy, really adding on the layers of, is this fucking real? Or is this a fucking work? Are we being fucking played for this storyline to only resume as we get closer to WrestleMania? Would it be out of the ordinary? Would it be out of the question for WWE to really go on social media, to go on their website, to have all of this filmed for WWE.com exclusive footage with Rollins getting into the fucking limousine on crutches? Would it be out of the ordinary? Would it be out of the question for WWE to produce an over-the-top production like this? Next thing you know, they got Rollins flying down to see Dr. James Andrews in Birmingham, Alabama. Next thing you got him taking pictures of himself as he sits on the operating table, waiting to be reevaluated to see how bad this knee injury is. Would it be out of the ordinary for WWE to have Samoa Joe go on social media and pretty much troll the fucking fans with, you know, look at my ats, everybody's fucking crying. He even tweeted Triple H, well, boss, I did what you wanted me to do. Would it be out of the ordinary for WWE to film this production to build upon Samoa Joe being a fucking destroyer, only to build sympathy for Seth Rollins when he eventually comes back and targets Triple H in a monumental showdown at WrestleMania 33? And that's going to get everybody involved. Everybody is fucking all over this right now. Is that going to compensate for 7 months of this feud going ice cold? I honestly think this is all one big fucking work. I think this is a massive production on a scale that we haven't seen in a very long time with WWE. And they're building upon the strengths of Samoa Joe. Not only does this build Joe as a fucking hated monster by taking out Rollins, not only does this build Joe as a fucking legit powerhouse that's gonna fucking break limbs and shed blood, but this is going to build sympathy for Seth Rollins that has been sorely missed, that has been sorely needed, and it's going to build people's interest in a storyline that's gone fucking colder than Antarctica. That's what I think is happening here. Would it be out of the ordinary? Am I wrong to think that this is all one big production and WWE's going to the lengths that they are going to right now with Seth Rollins and Joe tweeting and Triple H not saying a goddamn fucking word? You know, the WWE.com exclusive, the footage of him on the crutches. It's all one big production. And they got everybody eating out of the palm of their hands. The fans are fucking crying. Joe is fucking an absolute savage on Twitter. You know, Triple H hasn't said a goddamn fucking word. WWE is, you know, waiting on a status. Rollins is like, here we go again. I wish I had some other news to fucking tell you. Is it out of the ordinary? I don't think so. I think this is exactly what this feud needed. You automatically put Joe in this feud. Look at how it legitimized not only him, the feud, but now Seth Rollins. It has given Seth Rollins something that he hasn't had since that fatal four-way. Momentum. Sympathy. The fans on his side. He's gone ice cold just like this feud has. Now look at him. Everybody's talking about Seth Rollins. I think it's one big fucking production. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong in feeling like, you know what? Is WWE really going to go with this and say, you know what? It's a legit injury. I hope I'm fucking wrong on that. I hope I'm right on everything I just previously mentioned to you guys about it being one big production. I hope that this is the biggest troll job that WWE has done. What else could it be? It's either that or he's completely injured and he's going to miss WrestleMania 33 again. And the funny thing is, I just got done watching again for a second time that documentary on Seth Rollins coming back from the first knee injury and him rehabilitating and him being at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas and wanting to leave the entire fucking arena because he was so heartbroken and shattered that he could not be doing what those guys were doing. Watching it from the skybox, watching from the luxury box, and going to rehabilitation and meeting everybody and reacquainting himself with everybody. He didn't want to be there. And you've seen the pain and frustration on his face. Is that going to be the same thing this year? Well, according to everybody, it's a possibility. We don't know what the fuck is going on with Seth Rollins. We're going to get more. Yeah, I know. We're going to get more information as this becomes available. But as for the story, with the completion of the Royal Rumble, the seeds have been planted for WrestleMania 33. Where does this leave WrestleMania 33 if Rollins is indeed injured? Is Triple H going to find another opponent? Is somebody going to help aid Seth Rollins here in his battle with Triple H? Does WWE really need to change most of the card now because of this injury? All that needs to be done to follow through with WWE's plans is for superstars to stay healthy. Unfortunately, Rollins was injured on Monday Night Raw from Samoa Joe's attack as he debuted on the main roster in order to help Triple H. Now fans are wondering about the legitimacy of the injury and how it may affect WrestleMania 33. On Monday Night Raw, Samoa Joe made his main roster debut, like I said, attacking Seth Rollins and demolishing him in front of Triple H as he simply smiled and walked away, having his destroyer take care of business. On Wednesday morning, the official website of WWE reported that Seth had actually been injured at the hands of Joe, and it did not look good. The timing of the injury appeared to be rather interesting, and many fans thought it was all a part of a storyline with Triple H, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins as they head into WrestleMania 33. But according to Mike Johnson of the PW Insider, this is not part of a storyline, and Seth Rollins was really injured as he aggravated his ACL, MCL, meniscus problem that he had repaired in late 2015. The funny thing is, I was actually on Twitter before I left work this afternoon, and I seen a tweet from Adam Pacitti of What Culture and What Culture Wrestling. And he actually posted something on his Twitter, and it was a 10-second video of Joe asking if Rollins was okay as he put him in the coquina clutch. And you seen clear as day Rollins say, "I hope so." And they slowed it down. So, based on that alone, it's making me think otherwise. What I just said to you, and being that this is one big troll job by WWE, and that they're going to extreme lengths to build this feud as something major after being ice cold. Based on that tweet from Adam Pacitti of What Culture, I honestly think that this really might be the bad news that we are all fearing. And I certainly hope not. I hope this is nothing but a bruise. I hope this is nothing but, 2 to 3 week thing, maybe a month thing that he misses and he can be back in time for WrestleMania. But we don't know yet. We're all under the assumption that this is going to be the worst case scenario. And that's everybody's mentality going into this. They're expecting the worst. And no, I want to make this perfectly clear with everybody that's asked me on Twitter already. No, Joe is not reckless. The fucking casuals that Joe is making fun of, no goons. He's not reckless. Rollins, to be brutally honest with you, Rollins is not the same Seth Rollins he was when he was United States Champion and WWE Champion at the same time. This is not the same Rollins we're watching. This Rollins is a little bit more scaled back. This Seth Rollins is a little bit more fearful because he did have reconstructive surgery on his knee, and he's not able to do, or he's not able to, muster up that feeling inside to do what he was used to doing back in the day when he was healthy and he was fucking agile and he was flying all over the fucking place. When you suffer an injury like that, I can only imagine him scaling back and being a little cautious and a little afraid of doing the stuff that he was used to doing with a regular knee. This is not the same knee that he's working with. This is completely new. So he doesn't know what he could do and what he can't do with this knee yet. Still, this is not the same Rollins. He's never going to be the same again. Rollins is fantastic. He's one of the best talents that they got. But if Rollins cannot feel like himself after this surgery, and this continues to happen, what do you think is going to happen to Seth Rollins as this knee injury now is going to be reevaluated? The knee's going to become weaker and weaker and weaker. He's going to be more cautious about what he does in the ring. He's going to scale back even more. Seth Rollins may be damaged goods at this point. Seth Rollins is fragile. Joe is not reckless. Joe is just doing his job. So is Rollins. Shit happens. But Rollins is not the same person. Yes, shit happens. This is wrestling. Anything can happen on any given night. But this is not the same Seth Rollins. On Wednesday, Rollins went to Birmingham, Alabama to determine the seriousness of the problem and see how severe it actually may be. While this is going on, Samoa Joe is continuing to play things up on Twitter. He's also poking fun at the fans who are not happy with him at the moment, injuring Seth. Now, the severity of the problems with Seth's knee are not yet known, and it may still be a day or two until that is revealed. And everyone is holding on to hope. For now, the plans were for Rollins to take on Triple H at WrestleMania 33, but he may also have been put in a match with Samoa Joe, who would act as a hired assassin at Fastlane. If the former champion's knee ends up being enough to keep him out for any length of time and he had to miss WrestleMania 33, there will obviously need to be some changes made to the card. Because Triple H and Rollins was already concrete. That was 100% happening at WrestleMania. And while no matches have been made completely official yet, there are some rumors floating around. Randy Orton won this year's Royal Rumble, and the official preview page for WrestleMania 33 is already pushing a match between him and John Cena for the WWE Championship. We discussed this on the SmackDown Live review as of last night. I don't think John Cena and Randy Orton are actually going one-on-one at WrestleMania. They're giving away this match for free next week on SmackDown in the main event. Why the fuck am I going to want to see this match on SmackDown next week and then see it in the main event of WrestleMania 33? You already gave us this match for how many years? How many different times? For how many championships? Now you're going to give it to us on SmackDown next week, and then we got to see it at WrestleMania again in 2017? You're building WrestleMania 33 around John Cena and Randy Orton? Fuck no. I don't think WWE, they are stupid. They are stupid, but I don't think they can be that fucking blatantly stupid to say fuck you to the fans on something that ridiculous in 2017. I don't think it's happening. They may be pushing for it because they're just going based on the results of the Royal Rumble. Orton won the Royal Rumble. John Cena's the champion. Look at that. That's your main event right now. They're not going to give you the real main event. We got an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up. We got a Fastlane pay-per-view coming up. We got fucking 8 weeks of Raw and SmackDown coming up. Anything can fucking happen. Anything can change. And with Vince McMahon, more than likely, it will change. Yes, Cena is the current champion. Like I said, that very well could change in 2 weeks at the Chamber. This week on Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar also challenged Goldberg to one more match at WrestleMania, which is also a match set in stone. Goldberg has not yet said yes to the match. He is scheduled for Raw next week to answer the challenge presented to him by Paul Heyman. There are even rumors that Goldberg is going to challenge Kevin Owens at Fastlane for the Universal Championship, and that Vince McMahon is so hands-on with the Goldberg-Lesnar feud that he's doing everything in his power to rectify Brock Lesnar's shitty match with Dean Ambrose last year, and he's doing everything in his power to make sure Goldberg is treated as something special for WrestleMania 33. So Goldberg may be winning the Universal Championship, taking it into WrestleMania, and losing it to Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania 33. That is the current rumor. A lot of these other rumors are floating around, and WrestleZone wonders what will happen with guys like Reigns, Styles, Owens, Jericho, Ambrose, among others. As recently reported by several outlets, WWE is likely also headed towards a match between Roman Reigns and The Undertaker, stemming their confrontation at the Royal Rumble, but that is not yet confirmed. Many questions still remain for the big pay-per-view. Also, the likelihood of Finn Balor returning to the pay-per-view WrestleMania 33. Will that happen? Will they bring him back sooner rather than later now with Rollins if he really is hurt? That is also on everybody's mind. But this certainly throws a major wrench into things if Rollins is indeed out for an extended period of time and misses WrestleMania 33. Samoa Joe is now on the main roster and will need a match at WrestleMania. But the plan may have been for him to take on Rollins. Now it isn't known what will happen with Seth and if he will be able to take on Joe, Triple H, or anyone at this point in time. Unfortunately, that could cause a lot of changes to WrestleMania's card, which was already devised by Vince McMahon. WrestleMania 33 is still 2 months away. The build-up has already started as we began at the Royal Rumble, and WWE knows they need to do things now. They need to set things in motion now. The injury to Seth Rollins is one that causes a lot of problems, but the promotion does have options if it is revealed that he cannot go. Triple H and Samoa Joe will still work into the plan somehow, but the current and rumored matches may see a number of changes being made to what was already announced or rumored for WrestleMania 33. I'm hoping that it's exactly what I stated it was. One big overproduced job by WWE to just give this feud exactly what it needed after being gone for 7 months. I'm hoping. If Rollins is out, Balor is going to be brought in. Balor's going to be brought back, okay? We might not get Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. They may actually end up doing the whole fucking card all over again. Because honestly, where's Triple H going to fit in? He's got no other problems with anybody else on this show besides Roman Reigns, because he was also fucked over by Triple H in that Fatal 4-Way. And do you want to see Roman Reigns versus Triple H again? Fuck no. Maybe WWE can devise a plan where Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose come out of the woodwork and they come to their friend's aid. You know? Because they are still brothers. What if Triple H assembles, you know, his own squad of destroyers, his own NXT clan, to go against Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania? Maybe we see Balor turn heel. Maybe we see Balor and Joe align, and Reigns and Ambrose go on in a tag team match against those guys. You know, anything could fucking happen. All I know is they better get some shit together, and they better lay things out there right now. Because honestly, if you want to build upon this, and Rollins cannot go, the best thing to probably do is build Samoa Joe up as the fucking destroyer. Build him up as, I took out Rollins, Balor comes back, take him out, you know. Have him go after the Universal Championship. Give it to Roman Reigns. And have Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. Like once was rumored and planned to happen. All I know is they still have options. It's now WWE's turn to be creative. It's now WWE's turn to really start thinking about what to do as far as making WrestleMania great. Because the current card that is not going to make WrestleMania great. But with Joe added, there's a lot of legitimacy added. There's a lot of talent added. It adds a whole new fucking feel to Monday Night Raw with Joe being there. But with Rollins out, I could see this really fucking up the entire show. Because you're leaving Joe without an opponent. You're leaving Triple H without an opponent. And that, by default, may alter other matches as well. And you may need to take people who are already scheduled for another match or planned or rumored for a match and start moving them into a different spot. I don't know what's going to happen here, but this is bad news, man. Rollins injures the knee again on Raw and in the attack from Samoa Joe. Right now, uncertain. We don't know anything, and we're not going to know anything. Possibly tomorrow, possibly on Friday, but the likelihood of him missing WrestleMania 33 right now is great. And that's sad because he does not deserve that whatsoever. I don't want to see him go through that again. He's worked so hard to get back. He's worked hard being back. And for him to miss the one fucking event that everybody worked so hard to be a part of all year, that would be absolutely heartbreaking for Seth Rollins. I will keep you guys updated the very best that I can right here on Off The Script Extra. And if I hear anything, obviously I will talk about it on Friday, this coming Friday on Off The Script. Thank you guys so much. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This video was sponsored and brought to you by Audible.com, audibletrial.com. Everybody that listened today for Off The Script Extra is going to get one free audiobook courtesy of Audible. Audibletrial.com/offthescript. Sign up for the trial. 30 days, free. You're going to get to try the service out for 30 days, compatible with iPhone and Android. Choose one free audiobook, and no matter what happens, no matter if you guys want to stay on or cancel, you're going to get to keep your audiobook. Audibletrial.com/offthescript. Over a ton of wrestling books over there. From Daniel Bryan to the death of WCW. You got Goldberg. You got, not Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar. You got Chris Jericho, Mick Foley. They're all there, man. Plus 180,000 different books in total to choose from. That is audibletrial.com/offthescript. I will see you guys hopefully later in the week with more news on this. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. I'm JD. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tonight for Out of Nowhere with Joe Cronin Show. And like I said, if I hear anything on Rollins, I will definitely let you guys know. Talk to you later.